My name is Nikki Alexander from a community called Delft. I work at Educo Africa, youth development organization, and my core focus at the organization is that I'm a network coordinator in a program called Siyambele Phambili. I grew up in a community called Delft. The challenges that I saw there was young people just wasting away their lives. There were school dropouts, and I told myself that I don't want to be part of that cycle, but I also wanted to understand why the youth are doing what they're doing. And I discovered that because of the lack of motivation in their home. At school, I wanted to be an air hostess, I wanted to be a doctor, a lawyer. In matric, I went to this open day where you could study, you could get a 4-year scholarship, but you study in business. I applied for it, I got the scholarship on my birthday, which is like, yay! Your first year at SIBA, you go on a 7-day wilderness experience. And this is basically where you discover who you are. Because at that moment, I just didn't know what I want to do. I want to study, but I just don't know. I have no clue what I want to do. And I saw that facilitators are working with a young person in the mountains. In your last year, you have to do a practical, where all the learnings and theory and stuff, you have to apply in a 3-month internship. So I chose Educo. Primarily, Educo Africa's focus is taking young people, taking adults out into the mountains, away from technology, basically discover their potential, discover who they are as human beings, discover the challenges, discover your strengths. You're coming from the mountains, so what next? So then there's the program that was formed, Siyambele Phambili, which basically means lead and give back. So the young person comes from the mountain, they go back into the reality, back to the same challenges, and now they form part of this network. And this is where I'm basically working in. It's connecting young people to opportunities, getting involved in projects. That's what drives me at the moment. I coordinate the networking. When the young person comes from the mountain, they fall into social media platforms. From there, they can be linked up into projects. Educo gives them opportunity to come up with an idea, and there are various ways we support them in that. And it's basically broadening your perspective as a young person in the country, kind of changing that mindset of, okay, there's stuff in my community that's going wrong, but what can I do as an individual to change that? The other most important part of the day is when I see young people, when we get together and we talk about social injustices. It's being social activists, but how do we change that mindset? What better way can we bring our voice across? There's 2 passions that drives me. It's youth development, and there's doing work with women. Women in society, is always this perception that women are inferior to males. There needs to be a platform where they are being given a voice to be heard and seen, and also to lead. I myself, as a woman, I lead in my community, I lead at work. But how do I bring that skill across to them? I'm launching a project called To Inspire to Be Inspired Women's Network. There's 2 parts to it. So it's introducing the physical technique, so how do you defend yourself as a woman being in danger? And the second part is really discovering yourself as a woman, and how does the world see you? How do you want to be seen? One of my hopes and dreams is to see Siyambele Phambili, the program, be dispersed in other provinces. There's other young people that are hungry for programs like these, but they do not get the opportunity. My goal as a network coordinator is to go into other provinces, speak about what this experience can do for you as a young person, and how you can also become change agents in South Africa. What I would like to say to every young South African out there is don't give up. There's always someone around the corner who believes in you, and yeah, there's endless opportunities out there. It's for you, it's your choice if you want to grab it or not.